everyone, this is Athar Nawaz and you are watching Desi America. So today you're gonna meet the talented, super dynamic figure skater who turned into singer and songwriter. So stay with us. Yes guys, so we have Aneesa Sheikh with us. So let's talk to Aneesa about her journey. Yes Aneesa, how are you doing first of all?
Hi, I'm doing so well. Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. It's our pleasure to have you in our channel Desi America. So we just want to know, like people want to know that how you started, what made you to turn into from figure skating to singer and songwriter.
Well, honestly, okay, let me hold this. So, figure skating was always a family sport for me and my older siblings. My mom had 5, my dad had 5. So, my older 3 sisters all skated, and we actually are from Kentucky, but there's no ice rink there that really facilitates a good environment to be a competitive figure skater. But my oldest sister saw the Nancy Kerrigan incident back in I think the 90s, 1994 or something, and had this idea, I have to figure skate. So then we all kind of followed in her footsteps and had to move up to Michigan, where it's like the world figure skating training facility there.
So let me ask that. I thought you're from New York. So how did you move to New York, and what made you to come to New York?
Okay, so oh my goodness, there's so many of us. I like to say it's like shaking with the shakes because my family lives Michigan, Kentucky, and Florida, Miami, Florida. So the I-75 family, and I'm the one that's like the outlier, moved to New York. So out of high school, actually, I was living in Michigan with my dad alone for figure skating training. My older siblings, since I'm the youngest, gone on to law school. Some of them are nurses, just in different endeavors in life. But for me, I was like, what do I want to do? I want to sing. And so where do I need to go to do that? It's a big city. It's not going to happen in Kentucky or Michigan in the Midwest as easily. Yeah.
State of dreamer,
If you can make it in New York, I feel like you can make it anywhere. So I'm working towards it. But, out of high school, I got into NYU, and that's something I really wanted to go and pursue. However, because it was COVID year, 2020, when I graduated, it just didn't make logical sense to move and study in a dorm room. The whole point of me moving to New York City and going to this university would have been for the networking and connections. I wouldn't have been able to do that. So I actually stayed in Michigan and attended University of Michigan studying economics and at the Ross School of Business there. And then I just transferred to NYU a year ago, so I'm here now. And I took a little bit of a gap year where I did part-time because I had to go to Indonesia to compete at Miss Grand International, where I represented Pakistan there.
Oh wow, so you have the title of Miss Grand Pakistan as well. That's really interesting. And what made you who's your inspiration? You started singing and you think that you have a nice voice. Did you learn something, or you started your own?
Carlos Santana is a very famous guitarist, and honestly I was I love his music. Black Magic Woman, Oye Como Va, I've got to learn how to do that. So that's why I initially picked up the guitar, because I was I want to be able to play my own songs, record them, and then skate to them, which I eventually did later in my career. It was just something I wanted to do. So I was this 8-year-old playing Santana, Led Zeppelin, Metallica songs at her talent show wearing a pink tutu, which was very interesting. So then when I was 13, I had joined the youth choir, also growing up in Kentucky before moving to Michigan for skating training. And that's where I kind of realized I wanted to sing. I wanted start singing. I can't just always be in my bedroom. So that's where I decided this is where my passion is going.
So obviously, the first instrument you played, that was guitar. So did you learn, or you learned from your own, and you got some trainings and in a professional way?
Actually, the first instrument I started playing was when I was 5. My brother and I, who was a year and a half older than me, would take me with my dad to piano lessons. And when my brother was in his piano lessons, I would be in the practice room with my dad, teaching my dad how to play piano. I've always been a daddy's girl. And so, but then my brother ended up not liking it, and so we just kind of fell out. And so yeah, guitar was my main instrument that I started playing with and fully and all-encompassingly knew what to do with it. But I did take lessons for a long time, from when I started up until I was 11, 12 years old, weekly, bi-weekly, just, I'm really thankful to my parents for innate to allow me to do that, but also themselves be able to do that. It was very fortunate for me. Hi, this is Aneesa. Keep following Desi America and subscribe on YouTube.
यस अनीसा, हमें बताएं आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा. आतिफ के साथ आपने स्टेज शेयर किया था एंड दैट वाज ह्यूस्टन, टोटली साउथ एशियन कम्युनिटी.
Yes, honestly, like seeing all the South Asians come together, whether you're from Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, even in America, it was so beautiful. Just the dichotomy of everything meshing through music and sharing the stage with a legend like that. It was amazing, the experience.
Yes, Aneesa, just tell us a little bit about your Pakistani background, as your name is Aneesa Sheikh.
Yes, so my father is from Punjab, Lahore in Pakistan, and so is my aunties and uncles. My mother is American, but some of my Pakistani family, like I go every year and I visit them. I just got back from there, and so they're in Islamabad, Lahore, and then some of them are in the US, so yeah.
Interesting, guys. We have a Desi girl here. Yes, Aneesa. So हमें थोड़ा सा बताएं अपने मॉडलिंग कैरियर के बारे में. I know that you have the title of Miss Grand Pakistan as well, and brief us a little bit.
So I had started taking some modeling classes when I was in high school, and I went to International Model and Talent Association convention here actually in New York City when I was 16 years old, and that's when I got signed to like my first agency and management. And then I had won Miss Michigan Teen USA like out on a limb, which definitely helped me make more connections in music and modeling. And then I'd say 2 years ago I signed with Wilhelmina Models here in New York City and Select Models in Miami, as well a modeling agency in Los Angeles. And since then I've been working as a model sometimes, like on the side I would say, from my music and school to work a little bit. So it's been really interesting, but Miss Michigan, Teen USA, and Miss Grand Pakistan has opened the door for me in so many amazing opportunities in modeling industry, media, and music.